This is Head Bustin' Boxing, and we are back in the house. And I was watching a Fight Hype interview with Roy Jones, and they were asking him about the middleweight division and the state of the middleweight division. Canelo and Triple G, of course, most people feel like it's sitting at the top of the division, mainly Canelo. And Roy was asked who he thought was the biggest threats to Canelo Alvarez, and if you want to throw Triple G in that also, go ahead. But here's what he had to say.
So the biggest threat for Canelo at 160? What do you see
160?
Charlo fitting that? Yeah.
You want to be honest with? Let me be honest with you.
Yeah.
The biggest threat for all them guys is A. Charlo. This is good now. B. Billy Joe Saunders.
Oh yeah. Right.
He's at 168.
It don't matter. He's a threat for all of us.
Now, you heard what Roy said. He believes A. Charlo is his biggest threat, and B. Billy Joe Saunders. Now, anybody with a brain would have to say JERMALL Charlo is a threat to Canelo Alvarez. To me, that goes without saying. You're talking about a man about 6 feet tall, and you could argue taller, but roughly about 6 feet tall, who has very good speed, a very good right hand, and a jab that he punishes people with, and a quick jab at that. So yeah, the only problem I would have with JERMALL Charlo is that sometimes his punch output is a little low. But heck, even that's not a problem because he's, for the most part, he's rather accurate. So yeah, but to me, which isn't a surprise to me, but something that most people just don't understand, is Billy Joe Saunders is a threat to him as well. And Roy Jones confirmed that. I did a video about this a couple of months ago where, you know, I was asking, am I crazy for thinking Billy Joe could give Canelo the business? And the reason why I brought that up is, well, first of all, Billy Joe was about to fight, so I mean that made me think about it. But Billy Joe is 6 feet tall, 5'11", 6 feet tall. Billy Joe has pretty quick hands, excellent footwork, and the beautiful jab, can switch hit. That jab don't go nowhere whether he's doing it from a lefty or righty stance. Great head movement, and from what I've seen with Canelo Alvarez, the style that gives him the most problem is a slick boxer. Now, Danny Jacobs can bring that to the table. He can box, but he ain't no slick boxer. Danny can switch hit, but he ain't a slick boxer. Canelo Alvarez is arguably the best boxer in the world, arguably. But I do believe, in my opinion, skill-wise, now I'm not saying power punching, I'm not saying that. I'm saying as far as what all you can do, from defense to head movement, footwork, all of that. I do feel like Billy Joe Saunders is comparable to Canelo Alvarez. I know a lot of people don't want to believe that, but I really do. And the reason why I say that is because now they have two different styles. But who would you say had a better head movement? I mean, to me, that's a toss-up. Canelo has excellent head movement, but so does Billy Joe Saunders. Who has the better jab? To me, that's a toss-up. Who has better footwork? Canelo has excellent footwork, but to me, I might have to give that one to Billy Joe Saunders. Who's the more elusive? Which that falls in line with head movement too, but to me, that's a toss-up. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I can compare him with and be right there on par or better than Canelo Alvarez on the defense end. Now, to me, what separates things is the offensive end. Canelo throws power shots. When he counters, he's countering to punish you. I think Billy Joe Saunders is more the scorer. And I think there lies the biggest difference. Plus, Canelo fights flat-footed more often but he can get on his toes. It depends on his opponent and what it is he's trying to do. But far as what I've seen though, the type of fighter Billy Joe Saunders is and what he brings to the table gives Canelo Alvarez problems. Now, I know a lot of people will say this is straight blasphemy to say anything about Billy Joe Saunders and put it in the same category with Floyd Mayweather. But I do believe he brings that type of style to a fight like Floyd did against Canelo that will give him problems. And you talking about a guy that can do similar things as far as getting away from you and make you have to really work to even lay hands on him, like Floyd did against Canelo, except this guy is 6 feet tall with a longer reach. So it could be even harder to hit him if he really don't want to engage with you. But yet he can still score by jabbing you and going about his business. Excuse me. So, in my opinion, Billy Joe Saunders, now I'm not saying he'll beat Canelo, but I would love to see that boxing match. To me, that would be high-level grandmaster style chess being played out in a boxing ring. Because I really believe Billy Joe Saunders is one of the best boxers. Now, I'm not saying he'll beat everybody, because the best boxer doesn't always win the fight. Heart plays his position. Toughness plays his position. Endurance plays his position. So it's a lot of other elements besides who's the best technician in the ring. But all I'm saying is, I believe Billy Joe Saunders is indeed one of the best boxers in the world, technician-wise, skill-wise. And that's something to argue about. So if you feel I'm wrong, hit me up in the comments section. I'll gladly talk to you. We can go back and forth for a little while. Ain't nothing wrong with a little mental boxing, if you want to call it that. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got. I wanted to share Roy Jones' thoughts on Billy Joe Saunders and CHARLO. Like I said, I don't think the CHARLO thing was a surprise, but a lot of people overlook Billy Joe Saunders based off of probably the fact that we haven't really seen him in big fights yet. And I can't call Chris Eubanks Jr. a big fight. Maybe over in Europe, that is. And I mean, I can't call Willie Monroe a big fight, or Sefar, or whoever he fought last. I can't call those big fights. But anyway, this is Head Bustin' Boxing Fight Doctor. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Hit that dislike button if you think I lost my mind by saying that. And hit that subscribe button. Hit that share button. And hit me up in the comment section if you got something to say about the video, or think I'm on point or think I'm off. But anyway, this is Head Bustin' Boxing Fight Doctor. I am out.